Welcome to the lounge. I'm your boy Silos.
And I'm your girl Miss Jazz, and today we have a great show lined up for you. Today the Street Band Clan is in the building.
Along with our special guest, my boy Brown, Nashville's very own. Stay tuned with the lounge. But coming up in the sports zone, I'll give you the list of the most important roles that many people forget about on the winning teams.
And see what latest trends is turning heads on campus, and it might not be in a good way, coming up in the Fashion Fix. Keep it locked right here on the lounge.
Severe weather can destroy a home in seconds. There's no time to think, only time to act. Have a kit so you're ready for any emergency. Develop a plan for what you and your family will do before disaster strikes, and stay informed during severe weather any way you can. It can be the difference between losing your possessions and losing your life. Just ask the owners of this house. Visit ready.gov for ways to prepare your family for emergencies.
Suis la cadence, ondule bien tes hanches au bal du dimanche. Danse, que la fête commence. Dans ma
You didn't give up on sex? Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
I'm Chinese.
I am Russian. I am East African.
I'm Canadian.
I am Filipina.
I am Irish.
I am Bulgarian.
Korean.
I am American.
I am Brazilian.
Italian.
Mexican. I'm British.
Swedish.
French.
I'm Israeli.
Mongolian. I'm South African.
Japanese.
We are mankind.
Now the big guy comes out the bat, hitting .342 with 92 RBIs and 36 home runs.
Chill raw and prepared foods promptly. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Mom, can we get some ice cream?
Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back to the lounge, everybody. I'm your boy Silos, and let's get into the sports zone. Now, everybody knows I'm not really an athlete. That's not really what I do. But I do have a list of important roles that I think many people forget about when it comes to championship teams. Roll the clip. Now, we all know, I'm not really that athletic. But if I was an athlete, if I was on one of these teams, these would be the positions and the roles that I will be playing. Now, the very first one that we're about to look at is what I call the hype man. Before every game, you have to have some kind of hype man, to get the team going, to get the morale up, get the momentum going. So this is the hype man, a.k.a. the pep talk.
This is it. We going for a ring, man. Nothing else don't matter, man. But he's coming today. That's what loyalty is. Loyalty is going inside your heart.
From us. We got to go get it back tonight. From the beginning. All right? None
Nothing's difficult. Everything's challenge. Through adversity. To the last minute. To the last second. To the last minute. We fight. We fight. We fight. We fight. We fight. We fight. Let's go.
Okay, so the next thing we're about to look at is the pregame routine. Many NBA players, when they step on the court, they always have some kind of pregame routine. You know, all of our fans, all of our opponents are looking. You got to put on the show. You got to get into the groove. You got to get the chemistry going. So this right here is the pregame routine, or what some like to call the handshake. They go. So another one of my favorites, which is very important for NBA teams whenever you play on the road, is the bench reaction. So whenever we're at different places, it's all about momentum. You got to get that momentum going for you to, play very well and win that championship. So whenever a superstar or a star player has a highlight, this is my chance to really show out. This is my chance to shine. This is the bench reaction, or what I call the sideline duties. Oh! Now, this very last role is very important. It's more of a tradition. Now, unfortunately, many teams don't really get to experience this, but this is what I call the dunker. So whenever it's a Super Bowl championship or a bowl championship or anything like that, most of the time we grab the bucket of Gatorade and we dunk it on the coach. Me being a bench player, not really getting into the game, I try to beat the star players to get the Gatorade so I could dunk it on the coach. But we all really excited and trying to celebrate. So this is my chance, to shine. This is the dunker. Let go. So as you can see, it's not always about the stars and the superstars and the coach. Sometimes it's about, the role players and even players like me who most of the time will be on the bench. So there are many different positions and roles that sometimes we forget about, like the hype man or the dunker or the sideline players, So that's about it. Now you see, if I was an athlete, what I would be doing if most likely I was on the sideline. Now back to you. Coming up in Fashion Fix, find out what latest male trend is the talk of campus.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. Go to discovertheforest.org.
Do your part. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank today.
A little laugh. A little adventure. A little help. A little bit of your support can start something big. Start something today at Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Welcome to my block party. Glad you can make it.
The only triple doubles you get come with fries.
I can do this all day. Your moves are just gay.
Using gay to mean dumb or stupid, not cool.
Not cool.
Not in my house, not anywhere. It's not creative, it's offensive to gay people. And you're better than that.
Take my hand and start a brand new day. And together as one we'll start to see some change.
Underneath everything we are, underneath everything we do, we are all people, connected, interdependent, united. And when we reach out a hand to one, we can influence the condition of all. That's what it means to live united.
Danse, balance sur la cadence, ondule bien tes hanches au bal du dimanche. Danse, que la fête commence. Dans ma belle robe blanche, je suis ton chou, ton
You didn't give up on sex? Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
Hey y'all, we're back in the lounge, and today in the Fashion Fix we're going to talk about the do's and don'ts of the latest male fashions. And today I have my girl Wiz the Cartel chilling with us in the lounge, and she's going to talk to us about this male trend of wearing skinny jeans and facial piercings and dyeing their hair blonde. So, Wiz, how do you feel about guys that wear tight skinny jeans?
Well, I for one didn't know that it was that big of an epidemic until somebody told me that it's been popular in California for quite some time. But I feel as if you're my man and my pants are just as tight as yours, there's something wrong here.
So, do you date guys who sag their pants, who wear like bigger pants and they sag?
No, not necessarily. Like, I'm not one with sagging. Like, I don't understand the purpose of it. But it's okay, like, if you don't want to wear your pants directly at your hips, you know, maybe like a quarter inch or something. But if your whole butt is hanging out, then I'm confused.
Okay, so which is worse? Which would you say is worse, sagging pants or tight pants?
They both cancel out. I'm confused.
They're both bad. It's all
right.
bad.
You might as well. You know what? You might as well just go ahead and just put on a suit. Just
yeah. Okay. Come on, suit.
For the suit.
Come on, for the suit. So what about guys who have like facial piercings, like lip piercings, eyebrow piercings, any type of facial piercing?
I'm confused by that one too.
So like when you see someone with a facial piercing, or a guy specifically, since we're talking about guys, if a guy comes up to you and he looks nice, but he just has like an eyebrow piercing and he's like, Wiz, can I get your number? Like, what's up? Can I talk to you?
No. No. Because I don't understand why females even get things on their face. I mean, a simple nose ring is cool, but everything else is like what purpose does it serve on your face?
This is true. This is true. So another thing that's been bothering me is the bleaching and the dyeing of the hair. Chris Brown has gassed these guys up that they can dye their hair blonde and blue and red and all this. So do you think that kind of it goes in the same basket with the tight jeans and the?
I really think it does. I mean, especially since Chris Brown identifies himself with the West Coast a lot. I guess that's what the image that he's trying to personify. But regardless of, you know, what game of tic-tac-toe they're playing, it's not cute because you have your whole head blonde and then you alternate colors throughout the week. Like Wiz Khalifa's patch was okay.
It was different. It was like, oh, that was Wiz. When you saw him, you knew that was Wiz. When you saw the patch, you knew that was Wiz Khalifa.
Right, but the whole head is kind of like a stretch.
Yeah, that's a bit much. That's a bit much. Blondes have more fun. Maybe that's what they're thinking.
Maybe it's an attempt to have more fun. It gotta be.
It may be, but me personally, I don't agree with guys wearing tight jeans because I wear tight jeans. If both of our jeans are tight, we have a problem. I don't agree with guys dyeing their hair. That's out of order. I don't even dye my hair, but that's a female thing to me. And facial piercings, that's a bit much too. And I feel like a lot of this swag thing, you know, a lot of people call it the new swag. That's it's crossing a couple boundaries, because when you have to question a person's sexuality based off their appearance, that's when you've gone a little too far.
Right. I was just gonna say the same thing when you said, you know, if a man's pants are way tighter than mine, like, do we have a role reversal? Is it opposite day?
That may be it. So shout out to all the guys out there with skinny jeans, blonde hair, and lip rings. We're gonna get y'all some help. We're gonna work on this. Shout out to my girl Wiz the Cartel for coming through and chilling with us in the lounge. Next, we have a special guest, Brown, doing a live performance. So do not move and keep it right here on the lounge.
Weight loss, it's one of the many ways to fight osteoarthritis pain. For more information on managing pain, go to fightarthritispain.org.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Can you consent with me? Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read. So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child. So let's join hands, book people unite. Unearth hidden passion. Come on, we'll have a good time. One book could be the first that helps to change a life. People unite.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
We're back at the lounge, and I'm your host, Moo Harris. And today we have a special guest by the name of Brown, a Nashville native. How you doing today, man?
What up, man? How you doing? Appreciate y'all having me on the lounge. I feel like I'm in the cool club right now. Man.
I mean, you definitely are right now. You chilling.
Appreciate it, man.
So we saw you performing at Beer and Tacos. That's what made you, you know what I'm saying, have this spot today.
Thank you for coming, man.
We know you recently released an EP called 722.
I did.
You know, let the people know where they can find that at.
You can find 722 at datpiff.com. Just search 722 Brown, or you can find it on SoundCloud. Basically, the inspiration behind 722 is just going back to my roots. Like, my mom was a big Prince fan and Janet Jackson. My dad was big on West Coast music. And then my auntie, she was more into the traditional hip hop scene, what was popping then, Outkast and Jay. I think the CD that was out at the time was In My Lifetime, Volume 3 or whatever. And so basically, I just took that plus just all the life experiences that really helped me become the artist I am today. I just took those and made that into one, and that's what 722 is.
So what's the significance of 722?
722, actually, when I first started making the tape, the whole tape was going to be a Charlie Brown-based concept. It was going to be called It's About Time, Brian Brown. But when I was scrounging through my room one day, and I found my birth certificate. And it had the time I was born, and it was 7:22 in the morning on a Thursday. And really that just meant a new beginning and starting over for me. So that's why I got 722.
Okay, that's what's up. Well, we know, you know what I'm saying, that the Nashville is a very big music scene.
Yeah.
But we want to know what the rap scene like in Nashville.
The rap scene in Nashville is really good, man. It's really growing. And the thing is, people act like it's just, it's just Buck and Lito. And there's all due respect to them, they're really great artists. But along with myself, there's artists such as Shawn Michael, Nathan Gray, Chemo V, Young Quell, Petty, KB, PA Lit, G Slab, Aloko the Man. Like, there's countless of artists in the city who are just really making moves. It's just up to us as people in the city to just back one another, because we're not gonna make it unless we're together. You're only as strong as our weakest link. So.
Exactly. So what's next for you? Like any shows or anything coming up like that you want to?
I'm glad you asked. April 11th at the Rutledge, Illis of the Ville 2. Myself with countless other artists such as Classic Williams, Ross Statton. There's plenty of artists. Right. Just the Nashville up and coming artists showcasing their talent. So please be there on April 11th at the Rutledge, Illis of the Ville 2.
All right, let people know where they can find you at on Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff, man.
All right, so this is kind of complex. Twitter and Instagram, BR, the letter O, 9 times WN, 3 sets of 3. I know it's a lot, y'all, but trust me, I'm worth the follow. I promise I am.
So, we got this song that you about to perform. It's called the Dollar Menu Ballad. Mm-hmm. Just to let little people know about that.
The Dollar Menu Ballad, I actually wrote that while I was like at Chipotle washing dishes, because I was working at Chipotle at the time. And basically, man, it's for anybody who's just ever had a dream, man. It's like, you tired of struggling, you got to do what you got to do, but one day your time is coming. So that's what the Dollar Menu Ballad is all about, just for all the dreamers out there, really. So,
right.
Yeah.
Well, up next, we got Brown with a live performance with the Street Band Clan. So don't touch that dial and keep it locked right here on The Lounge.
Mom, can we get some ice cream? Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Take my hand and start a brand new day. And together as one we'll start to see some change.
Underneath everything we are, underneath everything we do, we are all people. Connected, interdependent, united. And when we reach out a hand to one, we can influence the condition of all. That's what it means to live united.
Danse, balance sur la cadence, on lève bien tes hanches au bal du dimanche. Danse, que la fête commence. Dans ma belle robe blanche, je suis ton chou, ton
You didn't give up on sex? Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
Right now, we have Brown with a live performance with the Street Band Clan performing the Dollar Menu Ballad. Let's get it.
Hey, thank y'all for having me tonight. I feel cool. So, we're gonna do it like this. Shout out to the Street Band Clan too. Check it out. I woke up this morning, praises to the Most High.
But then I realized I had to work my 9 to 5. No, I'm not complaining, I'm quite thankful for everything I've been given. But I just gotta be honest, this ain't the life that I picture living. Now I dropped out for this rap stuff. Knew that was gonna be a big risk, but if I knew then what I knew now, probably would've done a lot of things different. But looking at it now, it ain't too bad. Everything feel like it's on the up and up. Every day somebody wanna tell me how to live, and I'm thinking, my man, shut the heck up. And then where I work rolling burritos on the daily. Every time I walk in that thing, I just wanna scream, man, F you pay me. And the baddest things be walking in. I'm thinking that you kidding me? Can't spit no game to a dame when I tell them they order 683. But this the life that I've chosen, and this the life I'm pursuing. And I just gotta keep it moving until that day start a movement. And all the homies is paid, man, I can't wait for that day. But right now I'm broke as crap, so I'ma need for all y'all to say that it's the dollar menu ballot. Throw your ones up in the air, going right back in our pocket though, so we don't really care. To all the homies out there struggling, I gotta let you know, being broke ain't a joke, but you gotta keep the hope. It's the dollar menu ballot. Throw your ones up in the air, they going right back in our pocket though, so we don't really care. To all the homies out there struggling, I gotta let you know, check it out, look. And they go like, working, grinding, dreaming, scheming on this journey. Don't stop believing, gotta see your top spot. Gotta be, as bluntly speaking, the family team. I can't let nobody beat us. All day I dream about success, and I ain't got no Adidas. But whatever you own, man, I gotta get to it. You know me, I can't let them get to me, man. Ever since 10, this is all I wanna. Trade it in homework for the hooks and the rhymes. Homies, I know move X and O's like meta autobus, but a kid like me never had the time. I was dreaming about Lamborghinis, fine women, lavish living. I can't lie, I'm far from it, but one of these days I'm gonna get it. That minimum wage ain't cutting the dog. How I feel, then you mess with me, dog. Naysayers and all the doubters, you made me greater, but forget all of y'all. Look, I'm too close, I can't too far to turn back now. I got my family through thick and thin, I'm the whole spine, so I can't back down. Believe me when I say this, man, promise you I'm gonna make it, man. Nothing less of that greatness, man. They're gonna say with me, say this the dollar menu ballot. Throw your ones up in the air, going right back in our pocket though, so we don't really care. So all the homies out there struggling, I gotta let you know, being broke ain't a joke, but you gotta keep the hope. It's the dollar menu ballot. Throw your ones up in the air, right back in our pocket though, so we don't really care. To all the homies out there struggling, I gotta let you know, being broke ain't a joke, but you gotta keep the hope. Yeah.
Severe weather can destroy a home in seconds. There's no time to think, only time to act. Have a kit so you're ready for any emergency. Develop a plan for what you and your family will do before disaster strikes, and stay informed during severe weather any way you can. It can be the difference between losing your possessions and losing your life. Just ask the owners of this house. Visit ready.gov for ways to prepare your family for emergencies.
Danse, balance sur la cadence, ondule bien tes hanches au bal du dimanche. Danse, que la fête commence. Dans ma belle
You didn't give up on sex? Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
I'm Chinese.
I am Russian.
I am East African.
I'm Canadian.
I am Filipina.
I am Irish.
I am Bulgarian. Korean. I am American.
I am Brazilian.
Italian.
Mexican. I'm British.
Swedish.
French.
I'm Israeli.
Mongolian. I'm South African.
Japanese. We are mankind.
Now the big guy comes off the bat, hitting .342 with 92 RBIs and 36 homers.
Chill raw and prepared foods promptly. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
I want to thank our guest Brown for coming through the lounge.
Make sure you join us next week with more sports
and more Fashion Fix. See you next time
on The Lounge.
We out.